everyone, I thought I'd share my story. So I used to be a obese gamer, so I'd literally be sat on my ass all day in my literally lazy boy chair it was called, and I would be playing video games all day basically, you know, and often I would get up late as well, so yeah, so in some cases I'd be up at like afternoon. I even remember some instances where it was like 4 p.m. and I remember my dad sort of calling me for dinner, and I'm sort of coming down and drinking a coffee, you know, because it's like, to me it was first thing in the morning, but everyone else in the world had gone out there and they'd done their day was over. And I remember even in winter it was actually getting dark at this point, like I'm getting up in the dark, like it's ridiculous. So anyway, I would say in around 2013, I was like, enough's enough. And anyway, I built myself up a bicycle, and you know, I had some old bicycle parts in the shed, built myself up a bicycle, started riding around on it a little bit, because I thought to myself, that was it, you know, I'm going to get a bicycle, I'm going to cycle around, I'm going to cycle around Europe, I thought. So anyway, I decided that I was going to cycle around Europe. Got to Europe, Belgium to be specific, cycled maybe 20k. It was so fat and overweight and you know, unfit that I just couldn't hack it, you know. I was sweating and I was aching everywhere, and you know, I got about 5k 10k in, and I was like, oh, this is enough, you know, I'm gonna go home. So a week later I got the ship back home, yeah, so the ferry, sorry, the ship, ferry, whatever. And anyway, so I got back home, and you know, I carried on with my life, you know, the gaming, the life, the gaming, the slobbing around, the messing around on the internet all day, just basically having no life. So anyway, it came to the end of 2013, beginning of 2014. I thought, that's it, I need to do something with my life. I need to turn this around, you know. I started at this point as well to get heart palpitations. This sort of worried me a little bit. So, you know, I started searching the internet, and at first I found juice fasting. Couldn't hack it, did it for like two days, and I was absolutely starving. I was nearly passing out, and you know, I felt utterly miserable. It was just like starving myself basically. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I've never been able to do these like calorie restriction things in the past. It's not for lack of willpower, it's for lack of yeah, I guess when I've restricted in the past, I just get a bit whiny, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And I mean, you must know the feeling, like starving your body. My body's just like, nah, at the end of the day you need to eat. So yeah, anyway, I remember breaking the juice fast with like, I think it was like potato waffles and beef burgers and you know, all that sort of crap. This, like I said, this back in 2013. And then anyway, I started looking up online. I was like, come on, there must be some way of me getting healthy. And then I found what was it, like documentaries on Netflix, like Forks Over Knives. I think it was like What the Health, and documentaries like that. And anyway, started watching them. Started looking up like Dr. Michael McGregor, people like that, Dr. McDougall. So anyway, and then there was some YouTubers as well. You know, I sort of watched some of their videos and sort of thought, wow, this is a cool sort of lifestyle. You know, I'm gonna do this. So anyway, I found myself going on to like a sort of plant-based diet, lifestyle, whatever, and I found myself doing that. And yeah, I got to the point where, you know, I was like, yes, I'm gonna get back on the bike again. I felt like I had the energy. So anyway. This was probably mid 2014 at this point. So anyway, I got myself back on the bike. I started like cycling a little bit here and there, you know, sort of like 5k at a time, and yeah, started enjoying it. And yeah, started. It wasn't until I came to Thailand though in 2015, and I really started cycling and started eating a little bit healthier as well. Well, later on I started eating healthier, but yeah, I started cycling around. Basically lived like a life of leisure when I first come to Thailand. It's like I was here on holiday, so I've just got, it sort of like woke up, what am I going to do today? So instead of waking up and like, what game am I going to play? It was like, where am I going to ride today? So instead of, you know, playing like Skyrim or something like that and going on an adventure in a game sat in one place, I'd be taking, instead of my avatar, I'd be taking me. I'm the character, not some video game that I'm controlling with a joystick. So I became the character of my own game. So literally my life became a big game. So it was like, where am I going to go today? What am I going to see? What mountain am I going to ride up? You know, which friends am I going to hang out with? All of these options became available to me, and it became so exciting. Life became so exciting, and like, what am I going to do today? And you know, who am I going to see? Like, everything was so changing. It was just like a game, basically. So basically, what I hope you get from my story is the fact that you don't have to sit behind a computer to live, to enjoy yourself, to have fun. You know, ever since then, I've stayed here in Thailand. I'm not saying that you have to move away somewhere, like, you know, like I did, but I felt in my position, because I originally lived in England, I felt in my position that wasn't the place for me to reside, basically. That was, it wasn't very good weather, things like that. So I wanted to come somewhere where it's good weather, it's tropical, it's nice, there's plenty of like-minded people here, things like that. So I came here, and basically my life became a game, essentially. And ever since then, I haven't even pretty much touched video games ever since. Depression was a big thing as well. Sitting around on the behind the computer, sort of hiding, sort of like not wanting to go out to see. Oh, I don't want to see other people. I would sort of hide inside. And now I'm still not a big fan of other people, but it's okay to go out, and it's good to have fun. It's good to cycle. It's good to, you know, adventure. I mean, now my bicycle is my main form of transport, and ever since then, I mean, I can show you pictures. Ever since then, I've lost 140 pounds sustainably in 3.5 years now. So yeah, I basically, to take home from this, I started off overweight, 310 pounds, playing video games all day, could barely walk 200 meters to the local shop, had asthma as well, like really bad asthma. So yeah, those 4 things. Now I think nothing of like cycling 100k or cycling up a mountain or something like that. I often find myself cycling I don't know, like 1 or 2 hours a day, we'll say, on average. Usually my Strava says 10 hours average a week on the bike, so I guess that's around 1 to 2 hours a day. That's now anyway. I'm not actually cycling that much now. I'm mainly using it for commuting because I'm focusing on calisthenics. But yeah, I mean, I've lost 140 pounds. I've changed my diet from a sort of eating sort of like seafood diet, seafood and eat it, whatever. I'd eat anything. Foods that things that I don't even call food anymore. You know, like meat products, things like that. Don't even believe that humans are designed for that kind of diet anymore. There's plenty of studies and sort of articles and things like that on the fact that humans are not omnivores, humans are herbivores, and we mainly reside on the herbivore diet versus, you know, meat, dairy, eggs, and I mean, dairy is not even natural anyway, so don't get me started on all that. So anyway, I basically changed my diet to sort of like a plant-based, predominantly whole foods as well. So like, you know, eating like potatoes versus like bread, like white bread or something, right? You know, eating like brown rice versus white rice. Eating fruit sugar, you know, like the sugar found naturally in fruits versus just white sugar. So that's how I eat now, whole foods. I try and eat as many vegetables, many beans, potatoes, rice, things like that. And yeah, fruits, nuts, etc. So yeah, I've changed my life around. I thought I'd share my story with you. No longer play games anymore. Life's a big game. And yeah, I enjoy it. I'm no longer depressed. Cycling will do that for you. It's very good at relieving depression. So yeah, I hope you've, like I said, I'll share some pictures throughout this video. I hope you found my story motivating. Maybe you're the kind of person who plays games and is overweight and things like that. You know, if I can do it, I mean, I'm nothing special. So if I can go out there, lose all this weight, I mean, you don't even have to go out. I mean, you can still stay in and lose weight. I mean, just an exercise, but you can even play games whilst doing it if you must. But I would honestly say getting out of the house, seeing new things, going on an adventure is much more fun. And it might be more sustainable as well. And another thing as well, if you are a really big fan of games, you can use things like Strava. You can use things like the Garmin that you can buy for the bike, and you can see all the numbers, the kind of numbers that you like seeing on games. You know, when you're playing Call of Duty, how many kills did you get? You know, kills to death ratios, things like that. Well, on the Garmin, you can see like your speed, your average speed, your power, if you've got a power meter, your heart rate, you know, and then you can see how far you've gone, and you know, basically your lap times and things you've achieved and all that sort of stuff. And then you get like leaderboards and segments and who beat who up these hills, and you know, it very much makes it into a sort of exciting game. So you're out there, you're having fun, you're exploring mountains and hills and countryside and whatever, and then you come home and then you go on your computer, you know, you're entitled to a good rest, and then you're looking on your computer and, oh yeah, I'm the fastest on this mountain or whatever, and you know, it's just makes it fun. So that is another good thing that I say to anyone who's a gamer. It kind of makes it into a game, because you're going out there and you're having fun, you're going on a little adventure or a quest, and there's no need to sit behind a computer to do these things anymore. I mean, of course, you're not going to go out and fight dragons or whatever, but you know, you're gonna go out there in nature and you're gonna breathe in all that fresh air and just enjoy yourself. So that's what I hope people can take home from this. Sorry this video has gone on too long, but there's so much to say. So yeah, I've obviously gone from a obese gamer to a slim, let's say, cyclist in 3.5 years sustainably. If you do need any tips or advice, or if you do need motivation, I do offer one-to-one weight loss coaching. I also have a book as well that I've just literally finished a week ago, Fat Loss Without Dieting. So it's only $4.99 as well. It's basically everything that I've learned and all of my knowledge from the past like 4 years, basically. So if you need any help, you can either have the book or the weight loss coaching, or just send me a message, you know, ask me your questions, whatever, and I'll help you. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you can get something from it. Like it if you like it, dislike if you dislike it. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I hope to see you all again soon, everyone. Bye.